Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Tennessee started out strong, but limped to the finish line in the SEC last year, going just 4-4. There is work to be done. They did not get extra eligibility for their quarterback, but known as the quarterback whisperer, Josh Heupel looks to rebuild at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols, and they're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it. But developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be there?
Found the sim on the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. conditions. Carr above the noise. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's got the tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to him again. Finding some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Snags it and he's open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more. Here in the 2nd. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's out of bounds and short, just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Reads it, fires complete. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The run inside. It's Williams. There's a crease. Past the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On the ground, it's Bishop. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive, bro. It's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking for his man. Right on the money. Look out on the right. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
to the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had...
And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Carr. Unloads it left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Carr grabs it in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Trying to run, it's Young. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throws to the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This time it's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The run inside. It's Bishop. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum.
There's some room. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Running through contact.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often. often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. The snap sets up to throw. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Back to pass. Going long. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Carr to throw. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. In the red area, it's Mobley. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Bishop. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Vols send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Throwing. Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Beavers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finds his tight end. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Mobley. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9. Trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. On the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The run inside. It's Bishop. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Line getting set on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Mobley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Carr finds his big tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Dropping back, it's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Mobley. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Irish punch back.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Finds his big tight end. Just keeps moving. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. Want to welcome to college football for this season. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Morris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down, or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. And I think that's why he missed that throw.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Could be an alley. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
First down for the offense.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.